You've seen those ads, the outrageous headlines plastered across the internet. They claim you can reclaim your prime even at 80 years old. The one that really grabs attention says, Urologist says put this in your coffee and erections. Return. Or maybe you've come across the so-called blue cell trick. Many of you have even sent me that link asking, is this real? Is it a scam? Is there truly some magical powder, some hidden secret doctors have kept from you? I'm Dr. Amelia Hayes, a board-certified urologist. Every single day, I work with men on their health, performance, and confidence. And today, we're taking a serious look at that coffee cup in your hand. Because the truth, it's far more compelling than the hype. This is about science, not sorcery. There isn't one mystical pill. But I will tell you this. There is a specific ingredient that, when paired with your morning coffee, can target the root cause of low performance. It works by helping to open those crucial blood vessels. I'm talking about circulation, the true foundation of male vitality. If you skip ahead, you'll miss the blueprint. The most important part of this formula isn't the coffee itself, it's what you add to it. And what I'm saving for the end of this video could completely change the way you approach your mornings. So stay with me. Let's begin with the base. Is your daily cup of coffee helping you or hurting you? Let's be honest. You love the boost. You depend on the clarity. But what is coffee really doing to your engine? Caffeine, the active compound in coffee, is a powerful vasoconstrictor. In simple terms, it can temporarily tighten your blood vessels. Now, wait, doesn't that sound bad for blood flow? Here's where it gets interesting. In moderate amounts, about 1 or 2 cups per day, caffeine acts as a mild stimulant. It increases heart rate and slightly elevates blood pressure. That mild boost can actually enhance overall circulation throughout the body. In fact, population studies suggest that men who consume moderate amounts of coffee may have a slightly lower risk of erectile dysfunction. Sounds promising, right? But here's what those flashy ads leave out. Caffeine is not a treatment for ED. It's not an approved medication. If you have a significant underlying condition, drinking 6 cups a day won't fix it. In fact, excessive intake, constantly refilling oversized mugs, can trigger jitters, anxiety, and elevated cortisol levels. Cortisol, the body's stress hormone, can suppress both libido and performance. So the myth says coffee is the magic solution. The reality, it's a powerful tool, but only when used wisely. Coffee itself is simply the delivery vehicle. The real power lies in combining that caffeine boost with natural compounds that relax and widen blood vessels. We single quotes, I'll discuss those compounds shortly. But first, we need to understand what's truly happening inside your body and why, as urologists, we care just as much about your heart as we do about your performance. Here's a fundamental truth every man needs to hear. Your sexual health is a barometer of your heart health. It's an early warning system. When erectile dysfunction appears, it's usually a plumbing issue, a circulation problem. The blood vessels that supply the male anatomy are extremely small. Think of them as tiny streams branching off from a major river. When there's a blockage or slowdown, those small vessels are the first to show it, long before chest pain or a heart attack ever occurs. If those vessels are struggling, that's a serious red flag. It often signals endothelial dysfunction, damage to the inner lining of your arteries caused by high blood pressure, uncontrolled diabetes, or elevated cholesterol over many years. That's why when a man comes into my office, I don't just address the symptom. I ask about blood pressure. I check glucose levels. I review cholesterol panels. If you remember nothing else from today, remember this. It's not just a bedroom issue. It's your body quietly signaling that something deeper may be happening. Any pill, trick, or shortcut promising an instant fix without addressing the root cause isn't solving the problem. It's postponing it. And that can be dangerous. Speaking of dangerous shortcuts, let's pull back the curtain on some of these online schemes, including that infamous blue salt trick. Let's talk about the junk circulating online. The clickbait ads and flashy videos often promote this so-called secret salt or miracle hack. It's appealing because it promises something cheap, easy, and hidden. But here's the cold reality. Many of these products are unregulated and contaminated. What does that mean? When the FDA tests these supplements, they frequently discover undeclared ingredients. The most common offenders are prescription AD medications, substances like sildenafil or tadalafil, the active components found in Viagra and Chalice. Here's the alarming part. These hidden drugs are inconsistently dosed and taken without medical supervision. You could unknowingly ingest a dangerously high amount that interacts with heart medications, blood pressure drugs, or nitrates. That interaction can trigger a sudden and severe drop in blood pressure. This isn't just about a disappointing evening, it can mean an emergency room visit. So when you see phrases like, doctors hate this secret, or they don't want you to know, consider it a major red flag. We don't oppose these products because they're effective. We oppose them because they're unsafe and they prevent men from seeking proper medical care. My responsibility isn't to sell you a secret salt. It's to share evidence-based science. And the science tells us that if you want to improve performance, you must increase one essential molecule in your body, nitric oxide. The good news? You can enhance it naturally. We've already established that circulation is everything. Nitric oxide is the traffic controller that signals your blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing proper blood flow exactly where it's needed. The signal that tells your blood vessels to relax and allow blood to surge. It is a gas known as nitric oxide, also called nitrogen monoxide. When your body produces adequate amounts of nitrogen monoxide, your arteries widen, they dilate, and circulation flows freely. So how do you increase it? You can't simply breathe it in. Your body needs the proper building blocks. The first two are amino acids, and they are absolutely essential. Number one is L-arginine. This amino acid is used directly by your body to produce nitric oxide. The problem? A significant portion of L-arginine gets broken down in the gut before it can be fully utilized. That's why many experts now recommend its partner L-citrulline. Citrulline acts as a precursor. It bypasses that early breakdown process and is later converted efficiently into L-arginine within the kidneys. In many cases, it's a far more effective way to elevate nitric oxide levels. Now, what does this have to do with your morning coffee? Picture adding to your brew a compound that helps preserve the nitric oxide already circulating in your system. That's where cocoa comes into play, but not the sugary processed hot chocolate mix. I'm referring to pure high flavanol cocoa powder. Cocoa is rich in antioxidants called flavonols, which support the health of your endothelium, that delicate inner lining of your blood vessels we discussed earlier. Healthier vessels mean improved nitric oxide production and better protection of what you already have. So imagine starting your day with coffee blended with a scoop of pure cocoa and perhaps some L-citrulline powder. That combination creates a powerful 1-2 punch for circulation, but we're only beginning. There are additional ingredients, ancient roots and familiar spices, that can amplify this blood flow effect even further. Beyond amino acids, both history and tradition offer remarkable natural allies. Let's explore a couple of roots that have been used for performance enhancement for centuries. First is Panax ginseng, often nicknamed herbal Viagra. It's believed to support nitric oxide synthesis and has shown promise in studies, improving symptom scores for men with AD as an adaptogen. It also helps the body better manage stress, and we already know stress can severely dampen libido. Then there's maca root. While not primarily a circulation booster, many men report improved desire and a general increase in energy. Maca works more on the hormonal side of the equation. Now, consider two ingredients that may already be in your kitchen: cinnamon and ginger. Why add them to your coffee? Cinnamon is widely known for helping regulate blood sugar levels. And why? Does that matter to urologists? Because uncontrolled blood sugar is one of the greatest threats to those tiny blood vessels. Stabilizing glucose levels is, in itself, a circulation strategy. Ginger, on the other hand, is a potent anti-inflammatory. Chronic inflammation damages endothelial cells, the very cells responsible for proper vessel function. So a sprinkle of cinnamon and a small pinch of ginger turn your coffee into more than just a beverage. It becomes a daily dose of vascular support. By now, you can see this isn't a gimmick. It's a carefully constructed health cocktail. You have the caffeine base, nitric oxide enhancers, blood sugar stabilizers, and anti-inflammatory support all working together. But I promised you the real secret, the one element that is absolutely necessary for your cells to use all these compounds effectively. The most overlooked piece, the factor that ties everything together. And if you're over 60, there's a strong chance you're deficient in it. Before revealing it, you need to understand my complete 3-step coffee protocol, the framework for lasting results. Step 1, establish your baseline health. Stop chasing supplements and start seeing a physician. Schedule your annual physical. Know your numbers, your A1C foe.